Hi, good morning, guys. I hope everyone is fine and good. Right. So today, what are we going to learn? Is we are going to learn about simple present tense. No, we are actually going to learn about simple present tense, but in the form of questions. However, we are going to revise first. Kita nak belajar semula. Actually, we already did this in our class, if you could still recall, during the fasting mind. Kita sebenarnya dah belajar dah bahagian ni dalam dalam kelas waktu bulan puasa hari tu. But we're going to look at it again in case if you forget, or just to refresh your mind. Okay, kita nak tengok sekali lagi supaya kita dapat ingat semula apa yang kita belajar hari itu. Okay, right. So as I was saying just now, we are going to learn about simple present tense. Now, let's take a look at the example which I already provided. Mari kita tengok contoh yang I dah berikan ni. Okay, so if you could recall, there are two types of simple present tense. You have singular verb and then you have plural verb. Okay, ada dua jenis verb. Yang pertama kita ada singular verb, yang kedua kita ada plural verb. So how do we use singular verb and how do we use plural verb? It depends on your wait, hold on. Oh no, my pencil. Okay, it depends on your subject. If your subject is singular, which is one, your verb must be singular too. And if your subject is plural, your verb must be plural too. So over here, if you look at this sentence again, if you look at this sentence carefully, you would see that our subject is singular. That means, if you could still recall, kalau you ingat lagi, when our subject is singular, our verb must be in singular form. Kalau subjek kita singular, kita punya verb pun mestilah singular. Right? So what should we be doing to our singular verb? Apa yang kita kena buat dengan singular verb kita ialah we need to put S. We need to put S. For example, here the dog chases. Or if I want to use different verb, the dog runs, the dog walks, the dog jogs. Why is that so? Kenapa kita tambah S dekat verb kita? Because of the singular subject. You get what I mean? Because of the singular subjects. Or if I use different subject, which is boy or girl, okay? So my verb is also should be in singular form, which means I need to put letter S. For example, the boy runs, the boy jogs, the girl runs, the girl jogs, the girl chases. Clear? Right? Okay, so this part kita dah belajar dalam kelas dah actually. Okay, same goes to when you have a plural subject. When your subject is plural, which means you put S, so your verb must be in plural form too. Verb you pun mestilah dalam keadaan plural. That means if your subject contains the letter S, kalau subject you ada S macam ni, so for your verb, you don't need to put S. Always remember, sentiasa ingat, in English, it does not mean, or it is not necessarily means that when you have letter S, it means more than one. Dalam bahasa Inggeris, tidak semestinya perkataan yang ada S tu maksudnya banyak. No. It is not always that case. Okay? So in this case, when your verb contains no S, kalau verb you tak ada S, that means it is a plural verb. if your verb contain S like this, that means it is for singular verb. Do you understand? Right? Okay, now let's take a look at the second example. It's the same thing. So look here, he talks to the girl. Why do we put S at our verb? Kenapa kita letak S dekat verb ni? Because he is singular. He ni singular. Okay. Same goes to here. Why we don't put S at the verb here? Because our subject is plural. We, kami. We talk to the girl. Okay. And last but not least, I is very special. Remember I explained to you guys, I and you, they are very special. I dengan you ni special sikit. Why is that so? Because I and you, even though I and you are singular, walaupun I dengan you ni singular, for our subject, for our verb, we need to use plural form. Untuk verb kita kena gunakan plural. That means you don't need to put S. Like I talk, I eat, I run, I jog. Same goes to you. You talk, you jog, you run. You don't need to put letter S. Okay? I hope you guys are clear with that part, yeah? Okay, now I'm going to show you how from these statement we are going to change it to interrogative statement. Maksudnya macam mana kita nak ubah daripada ayat penyata macam ni, kita nak jadikan dalam bentuk soalan. Okay? Right. You have to be very careful, but I'm going to show you very clearly. Okay? You kena hati-hati, kena tengok betul-betul. Sebabnya dia is a bit tricky, tapi dia sebenarnya senang je. Okay, now let's take a look at the first one. Now, first of all, we look at the we look at the subject. Our subject is singular. Our verb is also singular. So when we write in the sentence, when we write in the form of sentence, it will be like this. Does he talk to the girl? Okay. Now, if you look here, our subject is here, our verb is also here. Actually, when you change your declarative statement into interrogative statement, bila you ubah ayat penyata kepada ayat soalan, akan ada dua verb dekat situ. One is talk, number two is does. Okay? Right, now look here carefully. If you look at your declarative statement, kalau you tengok ayat yang penyata ni, your verb, you need to put as we agreed. Macam kita dah bincang tadi, verb kita kena letak S. Kenapa? Because our subject is singular, so we put S. But over here, we cannot see S anymore at the word talk. Look here again. Talks, talk. Talks, talk. It has no S. Why is that so? Because I already transferred the letter S to the front. I dah pindahkan S ni kat depan. So, I have no more S here. Do you understand me? I repeat. Why don't I have S at the talks here like this? Because I already transferred here. And this rule is only applied for question. Peraturan ini hanya untuk soalan saja. Do you understand me? Or let me give you another example. Like say another example of singular subject. Okay, Ali. Does Ali run at the field. I ubah sikit ya. Does Ali run at the field? Now, look at my subject. Which one is my subject? Ali. Ali is singular or plural? Singular, right? So, how many verbs I have if my statements in a form of interrogative? Maksudnya, berapa verb yang I akan ada kalau statement ayat I dalam bentuk soalan? 2. Run and does. Run and does. Same goes to up here. Talk and does. Okay, now, this is the tricky part. I said just now, our subject is singular. So, bila subject kita singular, what is going to happen to our verb? Apa yang akan berlaku pada verb kita? Our verb also must be singular. Isn't it? So, you, by right, you should put S here. Sepatutnya kena letak S kat belakang ni. Ali runs. But that doesn't work if your statements in the form of question. Perkara itu tak akan berlaku kerana ayat you dalam bentuk soalan. Kalau dalam bentuk ayat penyata macam ini, yes, Ali runs. Tapi, but, your sentence is in the form of questions. Ayat you dalam bentuk soalan. So, you cannot put S here. You have to put S at the front. Do you understand me? Okay. Let's do the next one. We talk to the girl. So, we is plural. Talk is plural verb. Okay. So, what are we going to do here? So, if you have a plural verb, if you have a plural subject, your first verb you yang pertama tu yang kat depan ni. Okay, kalau subjek kita ialah plural, verb kita yang kat depan tu kita akan guna plural juga, which means it will be like this. Do we talk to the girl? Why don't we put ES here, like up here? Kenapa kita tak letak ES macam kat atas ni? Because our subject is plural. Here, our subject is singular, so we put S at the front. Are you following me? Dapat tak? Okay. Another thing is, let me give you another example. Do Ali and his friend run at the field? Do Ali and his friend run at the field? Okay, now look at this sentence. Our subject, singular or plural? Plural. Ali and his friend. Ali dan kawan-kawannya kan? So, what should we do to our first verb? Apa yang perlu kita buat kat first verb kita? We don't need to put ES. Why? Because it is a verb. So, we don't need to put ES. Clear? Okay. Right, clear, yeah? Okay. So, that's what you need to understand when you change from declarative to interrogative. Itu yang you kena faham apabila you ubah daripada declarative kepada interrogative. So, I guess that's about my explanation on how do we use present tense in a form of question. For your task, I will post you another video, yeah? Alright, guys.